Welcome to Open Whispers channel. Let me start today by telling you a little story from my grandfather, who I was fortunate enough to see before he passed on. But remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave your comments on the comment section below. Always tell us how you feel about what we discuss or the topic of the day. We'll always appreciate it. And for some of you who have taken time to email us, support us one way or the other, even disagreeing with us, we also appreciate you. That is the beauty of democracy, and that is how a nation can always progress. Being open to criticism. That's what Nigeria lacks. Our politicians believe that once you are criticized, the person criticizing you is your enemy. That's not true. It is through opposition and constructive criticism that something good comes out for the good of the people. So I welcome you once again. This is Open Whispers channel, like I said before. My grandfather told me a story of the lion and the tortoise. The lion was the king of animals, while the tortoise was considered the wisest. Now, there was famine in the land of animals. Tortoise and the lion organized this robbery. They went to people's farm and stole their yams. In the process of stealing, they were caught. The lion, being the fastest, escaped, while the tortoise was caught and reprimanded. While in jail, he was surrounded by mighty men of valor. At night, the lion, knowing what was at stake, because he had the ambition of becoming the king of animals one day, and one of the things that disqualified you from contesting or from being a king was if you have a dent as a thief, or if you have a criminal record. The lion didn't want none of that. And he didn't trust the tortoise enough that he would not spill the bean. What did he do? He went at night and killed all the guards and released the tortoise. But before he let him go, he made him swear an oath, promising that he would never reveal the true identity of the person who went to rob the farm with him. So he gave him the shell that tortoise wears till this day. But because before, my grandfather told me that the tortoise was not having that shell on him. So several years went by, and now the lion became the king of animals, and everything seemed alright until one day people got sick. People were dying in the land of animals. The tortoise, his wife Alice, was critically sick, and was about to die. Now the oracle spoke and said that there was a thief in the palace, and that was the cause of the problem in the land. Now the lion, being the strongest, summoned his subjects and everybody in the community to inquire who that thief was. Everybody in the animal kingdom gathered, apart from chicken, that's the fowl. And at the end of the day, somebody got up and said it was the fowl, and that's why the fowl was not there. This is why the fowl is being slaughtered till this day. But the problem persisted. Now, the tortoise had a choice, either to say what he knew or allow Alice, his wife, to die. He chose the latter. So what did he do? He called the community, and all of them gathered once again. He told them he knew who the culprit was. So he removed his shell, and they saw him, and he took all of them to the palace. And when he went there, he said, "The lion, you remember me?" The lion sighted him and knew his game was up. And he said, "It was you and me that went to rob that farm." the lion ran away. And this is why till this day, you can never see the lion in the midst of human beings apart from the zoo. So sometimes, you have to remove your mask to say the truth, to tell the king that this is what is going on. It's only then that the tyrant will be exposed. This is open whispers. When people whisper secretly, it could be allowed. But once they start whispering openly, the tyrant knows that his time is up. Remember to subscribe and hit the like button, so that if you leave your comments, we'll always share how you feel. And also in this channel, we'll acknowledge you and know that it's only the truth that can save Nigeria. As 2023 general election draws nearer, aspirants for #1 seat of the nation, they are gathering once again. Questions are being asked. Answers are not given. Who will tell the king the truth? You know, sometimes there's a great philosopher who said, I think his name was Ken Pirate, where there is power, greed, and money, there is corruption. And this Argentine singer said something that I like so much. He said, and I quote him, he said, "My grandfather was a brave man. He was only afraid of idiots." And I asked him why. And he answered, because they are too many. They are in the majority, to the extent that they can even elect a president. That tells you that sometimes the majority may not be right. You don't have to go with the majority. Regardless of how unpopular what you are saying is, as far as is the truth, know that power and truth are mortal enemies. It was Madeleine Albright who said, inasmuch as we cannot, of course, expect every leader to possess the wisdom of Lincoln or Mandela's largeness of heart, but whenever we think about what questions might be useful to ask them, perhaps, I paraphrase, perhaps when they give answers to these questions, we'll know the kind of leader they will be. Michelle Obama once said that power does not corrupt. It does not change you as a person. What it does is to reveal who you are. Now, that brings me to the question at hand. Who will be the next president of Nigeria? Among those who have lined up, some questions are being asked, especially of the former governor of Lagos State, who goes with the title Jagaban. Today, I listened to my brother, Joey Bokwe, on one of the television channels in Nigeria, smartly answer questions. The anchor of the program asked him 3 questions. 1 is about age, 2 about the bullion van, and 3, I believe, if I remember correctly, has to do with qualification. And one of the astounding things Joey Bokwe answered was that it was payback time. That his master, since he left office as governor of Lagos State, has helped in fixing people in various government positions, especially House of Reps, Senate, House of Assembly, and even governors. And I shook my head. One of the best campaigns I've ever enjoyed in my life is the last gubernatorial election in Edo State, where Governor Obaseki won. I enjoyed one of the songs that said, "Edo no be Lagos." There somebody left office after so many years, and they stayed in control, not just of Lagos State, but of several states in the Southwest. To me, it leaves a lot to be desired. I've never known the Yoruba people to be cowards or people who can easily be conquered. But what the question I'm asking is, why has this man refused to answer the question concerning his age? Iboko said that age is never a factor. True, I agree. And he referred the anchor of the program to America. Joe Iboko, if I must remind you, Nigeria is not America. America is a country where established system works for the benefit of the people and not the other way around. Because of the established system that exists in that country, even a child of 5 years could be the president. You cannot compare it to the election of Joe Biden or President Trump. You can see that when Trump did not do well, he was thrown under the bus. And if Biden does not do well, he'll still be thrown under the bus. There's a perfect system in America where you have checks and balances. That's why you can also see the robust debate going on Biden's agenda for the people. At the end of the day, everything goes back to the people. What is good for them. Not in Nigeria, where the system is skewed to favor only a few. So the answer that you gave concerning that age does not matter is not true. And they asked you again concerning when he said that the PVC that INEC issued has expired. You said it was a mistake, that everybody makes mistake, let us move on. I don't blame you. In as much as I accept the fact that everybody can once in a while misspeak. But then where I disagree with you is you're saying, let us move forward. Because this is Nigeria where abnormality becomes norms. And people easily forget. We have forgotten NSAS. We have forgotten the fact that a performing governor of Lagos State in the name of Ambode was removed for disagreeing with one man. Whether he was performing or not performing was not even the case. But because somebody has conquered Lagos or Southwest and makes decisions that will benefit him, his family, and his cronies. So it's not important if the governor was performing or not. He was removed. Now, the question of qualification. One of my best governors in Nigeria today is Professor Zulu. He's a man of capacity. When he speaks, you see candor, you see honesty. And his human development achievements in Borno speaks volume. What about Governor Wike, who is a lawyer? The wonders he is doing in Rivers is there. He speaks for himself. Even Erufai in Kaduna, regardless of his being too political for my liking, but sometimes he speaks the truth. They told me that Kaduna is being transformed. I've not been there, but I am sure that if it is true, he's leaving legacies that will be there long after he is gone. What about Engineer Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State? What about Professor Ayede of Cross River? These are people with mental capacity. But I am telling you today that you cannot dismiss somebody's qualification with being the #1 citizen of Nigeria. I disagree with you. Some of these things have been shrouded in secrecy. Somebody's age, somebody's qualification, and the source of somebody's wealth. An individual is bringing a bullion van to his residence during an election time. Questions are being asked. Answers are not given. And today, that person wants to reach out, overreach his boundaries to become the #1 citizen of Nigeria. In as much as I agree that it is his right to contest, but whenever you want to contest an election, you owe the people accountability. You owe the people explanation. How did you amass such a wealth? People are saying that, oh, he did wonders in Lagos. that he was able to change the revenue of Lagos from what it was to probably 600 billion monthly. Okay, I give him that credit. But the question you refuse to answer is this: how many of that revenue goes into his pocket or his cronies till today? We need to know. Nigeria is a place where abnormalities become normalcies, and we cannot continue in that regard. The truth may be unpopular, but it has to be told. The people you've been fixing in different positions of the country, you've been doing that because you've been preparing to use them for your own selfish interest to become number one citizen of Nigeria. Well, this is left in the court of public opinion or for the people. But one thing I have to tell you, Joey Bokwe and your master, is this: you boasted that you defeated this particular question when it came many years ago. But if it was a lie, it will keep on resurfacing. You cannot kill the truth, but you can also kill a lie. The truth will always be there, but a lie that was buried will always come up again, and the people will continue asking that question: who did this? Who told you that? We need to know the qualification of your master. We need to know the source of his wealth. We also need to know his real age, lest we make another mistake. Nigerians deserve the truth. In as much as we see Nigeria today as a country that has fallen below standard in the manner we elect our leaders, we have to be careful this time around. And for President Buhari, the truth is this: God will forgive you of all your misdeeds or misgovernance of the Nigerian people, especially the lives that have been lost. God will forgive you because you cannot give what you don't have. You've given your best, agreed. But God will not forgive you if, because people are saying it's payback time to a man who conquered the Southwest through hook or crook, and it's payback time to hand over Nigeria to him. Probably long after he is gone, he will conquer Nigeria and determine even the air that will breathe. Come on, man. Is he the only one with capabilities? Is he the only one who can see tomorrow? We have to make things right in that country and know that answers has come and gone. Questions still remain unanswered. The man in question needs to tell us what he knows about answers. Who went to the president and told him that the youth were being sponsored to overthrow his government? Who invited the military? This man controls Lagos. He cannot tell us that he does not know or he did not know who invited the military, whose interest was being protected. Or is it like Joe Boko said, let us move forward. Let's move forward and move to the next question. That whether Nigerians like it or not, this man will be elected the next president. The president, dear Muhammad Buhari, I appeal to you. Every other thing may be forgiven or forgivable. But what the ancestors and God will not forgive you is if you allow Nigeria to be conquered by one man whose interest may not be that of the public, but somebody who has been boasting that his lifelong ambition has been to become the president of Nigeria. What have you done to show that you care for the people, apart from putting people here and there for your own selfish interest? Nigeria must not be colonized a second time. This is Open Whispers. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and share the video. Thank you, and God bless you.